Yep. Still got bad lungs. They're not going to go away in a hurry. And here we are in our little haven. I think it's Sunday the 1st of March 2020. And I brought my book with me. I've read most of it, Martha Long's books now. I'm actually going back on myself because these ones didn't arrive in the post. And I've got a cup of coffee with me, or my jar of coffee. So that's all right, isn't it? Kobe knocked it over and spilled some of it. And Kobe's learnt to bring his ball right back to me. So that's handy, isn't it? Oh, he's off, you see that? His head's that. Oh, he's wagging his tail as well. What's going on there? Back to looking at my favourite tree. Yeah. Got a bit of a busy day today. I've got, you know what it's like in life when you've got somewhere to live, you end up with too much stuff. So I've got too much bedding, too many towels, too much stuff. So I'm clearing the cupboards out. And there he comes, he's a good boy. Look, he drops it right in my feet as well, he's such a good boy. And I'm putting it in different suitcases to go to different places. It's too good to throw it out, and I'd rather give it to people than take it to the charity shop, because what's the point in taking it to the charity shop and then they've got to go and buy it, so I might as well give it to them direct. So that's what I'm doing today, and just thought I'd take you with me for 10 minutes and just let you know that you're not the only one that feels as if you're going mad. And yeah, we've had this Greta, you know, the climate person in the UK, in Bristol, this week. And I spent years as an environmentalist and became an environmental architect, specialising in advanced alternative energies. And it does annoy me when they're like, oh yeah, there's like 1 million people on the march. But people just don't seem to see that they're all standing there with a bottle of bottled water, which has been shipped around the world, and you know, in planes and in cars, and they've all washed their clothes in the washing machine with chemicals, washing powder, and they all put bleach down the toilet or acid drain unblocker or whatever, and they go to the supermarket and they don't get to the till and leave all their plastic wrappings behind, otherwise that'd be on the news. And apart from that, they go to the till and they go to the self-service ones as well. So why don't you go to the till? Why don't you stop using the self-service tills? That's putting people out of work. And like 5G, well, that was designed as a war weapon, but most people don't know about that. And they buy plastic toys, and the kids are walking about in designer clothes that have been made in some place where some poor slave person has sewn them together, and it's got flown halfway across the world to be sold on the internet, which is also putting loads of people out of work, just so that their kids can feel good because they've all got a tick on their clothes or some designer label that. And it's just craziness. It's just craziness, and it confuses me. And I'm glad I don't do the job that I used to do anymore, because I talk to people and they've done 5 minutes, 10 minutes on the internet, and they're telling me everything. I'm glad I don't do that no more. I help homeless people now. Problem is with some homeless people, I've just spent 3 weeks helping a homeless lady. She's got a drug problem and everything, you know. I don't discriminate against people. I've got a drug problem. I smoke cigarettes. I'm trying to pack up. It's not so easy. But what I will say is that some people, it's the old saying, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And some people have lived a life of being a victim for so long that it's abnormal for them not to be a victim. And change is frightening. Change is frightening. It is frightening. And we all live with post-traumatic stress. Whatever it is, you know, some people's is worse than others, the experiences that they had. But that doesn't eliminate your experience. You know, just because you wasn't caught in a war zone and watching your mates have your legs blown off, it doesn't mean to say that your post-traumatic stress isn't as bad in your head as what it is for that person that's seen that. And we're all living it. We're living it. We're living it now. Like this coronavirus, you know, it's all on the news, in the TV and everything else like that. No mention of the fact that every winter hundreds of old people die because they can't afford to have the heating on, or that loads of people being blown up all over the place, or shot at, or chopped up, or whatever. And they're using this coronavirus, I think, to be able to bring in the FEMA camps and, you know, quarantine you, so they say, you know. But there's loads of people die of pneumonia and the flu and God knows what else, get run over, die in a car accident. You know, my niece died from carbon monoxide poisoning in her new flat. So I really feel that they're using this coronavirus as to terrify everyone. And not many people know about Nibiru, which is all in the Bible and the Quran and everything else, and the world changes all the time. And yeah, we have to stop using plastic. I'm going to try a project. I'm going to get a load of plastic bottles, put a load of plants in them, and then hang them from trees and see how long it is before the local council takes them all down. But it won't be long. They can't take the trees, the plastic bags that are in the trees. They don't bother taking them down. You know, we've got trees in London that are just full of plastic bags, but no one bothers to take them down. But I bet if I hung a few milk bottles up with flowers hanging from them, I bet they'll soon take them down. Let's see, we'll do that project next. So anyway, Kobe's getting bored. I'm just ranting, because that's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I just rant, and I'm listening to a little bird, and I can hear an aeroplane. Can you hear that aeroplane? Can you hear that little bird? And a bit like Rudyard Kipling, isn't it? If you can keep your head while all about are losing theirs and blaming it on you. It's like the advert. The lady goes down to the car sales room. Oh yeah, I'll buy an electric car because it's better for the environment. What do you mean better for the environment? Where do you think you're getting electric from? What about Chernobyl and Fukushima? People just don't think, do they? They're just governed along. Just governed along. And no doubt we're going to have panic buying in all the supermarkets soon, because that's what they're gearing up people to. Oh yeah, coronavirus. Yeah, if your neighbour's got a cold, then report them to us, and then we'll make them self-quarantine. Yeah, all right. Well, what about the bloke that delivers the food? What if he's got a cold? You know. Anyway, the world's gone mad, and I'm going mad with it. Thank God I've got my Kobe dog for a bit of sanity. So listen, everyone out there, you're not on your own if you think you're going crazy. You're really not. I promise you. Sing a song. Put some music on. Dance around the front room. Put your earphones in and dance along the street. If people think you're a nutcase, they leave you alone. That's the good thing about being a nutcase. People leave you alone. Anyway, I'm going now. Love you lots. Kobe's disappeared behind the bush. I don't know what he's doing. And, I can see movement. So, love you lots, all of you. And, yeah, love you lots. Oh, can you hear the police car in the distance? Yeah, will. Love you. Bye-bye.